How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
This is kind of a surprise. It's a surprise to see you in the Bay Area because, you know, these shows at the Masonic were announced just at the end of last week. How come you decided to come here and play a couple of shows?
Well, we haven't played in a while, and you know, we just thought it would be good to start, you know, just with some intimate gigs to kind of get our sea legs back, I guess.
So have you played at the Masonic before?
I think so, but I can't quite remember.
It's funny because the Masonic, you know, it's a pretty, the fact that you're calling it intimate is kind of, is funny. It's because it's not like it's a tiny, sweaty little club, but it's a pretty big place.
Yeah, I think, we'd been playing such like big festival gigs, so I think coming back and doing something that's kind of like starting off smaller is good.
Right. And of course you're in California for ostensibly for Coachella, right?
Yeah.
So is that weird? Coachella's a weird festival. Is it a weird festival? Is it strange to play, like get all ramped up for a festival one weekend and then kind of have a week off and then go and do the same festival again?
I don't know. I think it's quite good for an artist because you get to you get another go. You know, it's like whatever happens on the first weekend, you can go away and be like, oh well, you know, it's okay because I can go back and do it again.
You get a do-over.
Yeah.
Are festivals something you enjoy? I know you're doing obviously 2 weekends of Coachella and Bonnaroo and Lollapalooza in the States and probably festivals all over the world. Are festivals something you enjoy doing?
I love them. I mean, what I really like is being able to perform outdoors, and I think there's a sense of kind of everyone's there really to kind of enjoy themselves and there's a kind of, I think there's like a freedom to them that's really exciting for me.
Have you played at Coachella before?
Yeah, I have, yeah. I think played it twice.
I'm always just blown away by the heat. It just must be so hard to perform.
And it's quite dusty as well, so I think for a singer, Coachella can be a bit difficult.
So if you like the big outdoor festivals, then it seems like the music industry is very much headed. Festivals seem to be a real focal point at the moment. It seems more and more that that's where the concert industry is kind of putting all its eggs in that basket. Is that a good thing, do you think?
Well, I mean, I love playing festivals, and what's really nice about them is that you get to go and be, you know, see other musicians play, and there's like a kind of, you know, you get to like see people you haven't seen in a while because everyone's always on tour, and that's like the way that you kind of meet up. So I think, you know, the more festivals there are, the more bands I'll get to see.
Is there anybody this weekend you're looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Drake and Father John Misty and who else is playing? I really want to see War on Drugs. So yeah, there's quite a few people actually.
Yeah. So the album is not out yet. We're on single number 2, I guess. St. Jude has just been released, correct?
Yeah.
Tell us about, I just watched the video for St. Jude this morning. Can you tell us a little bit about it? I'm going to, when we run this interview, I'm going to post the video and just so people have a visual.
Well, St. Jude was kind of, we'd planned to go and do the album shoot in Mexico, in Merida, and we'd planned like bits of What Kind of Man were going to be filmed there as well. And then at the end of the day's shoot, like, St. Jude was never really planned to be like a single, but Vince and Haycock, who has been, you know, we've been doing this kind of, we were calling it like this odyssey, you know, because we're doing all of the videos together and it's a kind of journey. And he, you know, St. Jude isn't an obvious choice for a single, but he had this idea of just doing a one shot at the end of all the like shooting for What Kind of Man, which, you know, was the big single. And we just, at the end of like our time shooting there, we just, you know, we had like one evening, and that's just done in one take, walking through this, you know, Mexican village.
It's really beautiful, and they're very cinematic. I'm assuming that was the kind of vibe you were going for.
I think basically that song, I mean, it's interesting because that song's kind of about stormy England, you know, it's about, so to kind of transport it into this other landscape was really amazing, but the emotion of it still really, you know, I felt, you know, it still really resonated, and I wanted it, and it was about capturing where we were in that place, and it's all natural light, and it's all like, you know, those kids were kids that were just hanging around at the shoot, and so we asked them to come and be in the video, and, you know, it was kind of about using where we were and the raw elements of like what was around us. And I think, because to kind of, you know, the feelings were quite raw as well. So just to use like what was naturally there was really important.
It's funny you say raw, because certainly the video for What Kind of Man is raw, I guess, right? With it's brave, I guess, on your part, is it? I mean, it's very revealing, literally.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, I didn't really like, I wasn't really fast. I was like, sure.
Well, it's funny because, you know, when we post the video on our Facebook page or on our website or wherever, we have to mark it as not safe for work.
Yeah.
You know, getting people in trouble.
You know, it's funny, like, not safe. It's just a boob. Why is
No,
it
I
not
know
safe?
it's just a boob. Hey,
What's unsafe about
I
a boob?
totally agree. Listen,
What's going to happen if people see it?
well, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. So we're telling everybody right now, at work,
My boobs are safe.
your boobs are safe. Well, wow, I was just, now I'm blushing. It's like, your boobs are very nice. Wow, where do we go from
The
there?
thing is, I think that song, it felt, the emotions of it, I felt very naked, I felt very exposed, I felt like, and it was almost like reclaiming that, and actually for me it was an extremely empowering thing to do, you know, to own those feelings, I felt it was, you know, to put yourself out there and be vulnerable. I found that actually, that gave me a lot of strength. Like afterwards I felt I was like, yeah, I'm naked and I'm angry and I'm, you know, and that's okay. So I think it was kind of an important thing for me.
Well, it's the fact that you said that. Now that you said that, it completely suits the tenor and the tone of the song.
Yeah, it was like this. I went through this. This was like, I had these feelings, and I'm not going to be ashamed of them, and I'm not going to be ashamed of my boob.
Nor should you be. I have all these other questions, and now it's just like, where am I going to go from there? Florence, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
The best of luck. I don't know, are we going to see you back in the Bay Area? You got these 2 shows at the Masonic. Are you coming back?
I'm sure we will be. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Florence, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Has anyone spoken to you about